Everybody, Hoople's Cat, north of Toronto, with a gardening update for the Three Sisters garden, and good news and bad news. So far this summer it's been like the most dreadfully wet summer we've had for a long time. Ground's sodden everywhere, so no surprise, the raised beds are doing great and the ones on the floor aren't. Anyway, this is what I foolishly said was corn. And as you can see, it definitely is not corn. Now, out of the 7 things I actually planted here, 5 of them have taken, which isn't a bad ratio. You can claim 6, but they didn't do so well. The rest of the garden is flourishing. If anybody out there has got a clue, this is Swiss chard, and for the 3rd year in a row, it's really dying here. We tried changing boxes and tried changing seeds, but if anybody has an idea what to do about the Swiss chard, let me know. As you can see, the lettuce and collards and arugula and everything else is doing good. That's some stray amaranth, self-seeded I believe, or it could be basil, because the basil was planted there and it's mixed basil. Last year's parsley, we'll see if we can get some seeds off it this year. And the rest of it's doing okay. As you can see, it's green and lush. Most of the flowers have taken a pounding from the constant thunderstorms. So, I'm just going to go over to the in-bed one. And very happy with my pear tree. It's been a big success, doubled in height so far this season, which is good. And breadth, which is more important. The amaranth seeds, doing good. They should start to really come on in the next 4 or 5 weeks. Rhubarb is ready for harvesting, and I'm going to make some candied dehydrated rhubarb, possibly this weekend, as shown to me by the Pepper Potpourri. Anyway, this is the disappointing bit. There is some signs of life in this garden, but it's just not growing. It could be a combination of poor soil, there's not a thick bed there, overly wet conditions, which I suspect, and it gets a reasonable amount of sunlight during the day, but not as much as full sun. And as you can see, it's growing mostly grass. Most of the stuff just can't get going at all. Even the peas, I'm not that thrilled with them. The beans, sorry, they're not really doing that great. Anyway, live and learn. I have done beans before in the raised gardens and they do great. Didn't do them this year because I actually had quite a lot of leftover seed beans to plant. And I'll use them next year. Anyway, this has been Hoople's Cat in North Toronto on almost the last day of June. And it's just wet. Ground's wet everywhere, rivers are flooding out, and it's not the greatest. When we got this property, we actually built it on top of a hill, which was a good idea, I think. Anyway, bye for now.